Good morning. Hey, it's a great morning. Good morning, delivery fam. Good morning, and welcome to another episode of Breakfast with UDM. Good morning, Lynn Lucas. Good morning, Monique. Good morning, Alan. Good morning, Matt B. Good morning, Ray Haynes. Good morning to everyone that's watching now or watching on the replay. Good morning, the Marshall. You were the first one in the chat from what I see. Good morning. This morning, we are going to be talking about DoorDash. App issues causing orders never arrived. Now, before I dive into that, if you haven't done so already, I need you to do me a favor and hit subscribe, click the bell, and join the family. Because when you go out there and try to tell your story, no other person will understand what you go through except another driver just like you. Doesn't have to be a driver on DoorDash. Doesn't have to be just a driver on Grubhub, Uber Eats, Postmates, or even Instacart or any of the apps that's out there. Nobody else will understand your situation except another driver just like you. So, with that being said, this morning, I really want to dive into this morning's topic because it's very important. Since we did the orders never arrived video, that video was a little bit concerning to a lot of dashers out there. But the thing is, there's been some issues that I've been experiencing. When I go out there to work, I've been experiencing a lot of the wrong addresses in the app. And some people will say, oh, well, UDM, that was probably the customer that put in the wrong address. Now, I know some customers, they do try to scam. But then on the other hand, there are some customers that are really trying to be honest, okay? There's some really good customers and some really bad customers. I feel like there's more really good customers versus really bad customers. Even though there are a lot of scamming going on and all that, and people trying to take advantage, but there are still a lot of honest users, okay? Customers. I call them users, but they're still honest. Okay, so this situation, I'm going to tell you guys what's been happening to me on a few deliveries. It hasn't been a whole lot of them, but on a few deliveries as of recently. All right, I've been going to drop off items, and a lot of these food deliveries, we got to drop it off at the door. It says leave it at the door unless the customer chooses hand it to me, right? Majority of the time, it's a default selection. Sometimes the customer don't even know that it says leave it at the door. All right. But what has been happening to me on some of my deliveries is the address is incorrect. Stop there for a second. The address is incorrect. I could count on two hands over the last couple of days. Two hands. All right. How many addresses that were incorrect, and the customers were like, hold up, no, that's not my address. I had one instance where I went to knock on the person's door, and the person looked through their peephole and they were like, you got the wrong address. And I'm like, what? So then I called the customer, and the customer is actually two houses down. So here's another situation that happened yesterday. I go and I leave the food at the door as requested. And the customer's house was next door to the customer, to the address that was in the app. So I knocked on that person's door. Luckily, the person didn't answer, right? Maybe they just looked through the peephole and thought I was just some kind of person trying to sell something or something. I don't know. But I left the food at the door, and that wasn't even the customer's house. I called the customer, and the customer was next door. And when I showed them the address in the app that it was showing me, they were like, why did it do that? That's not even my address. That is a completely different address, which was correct. I didn't put that on my app. No, the customer came outside and I gave them their food. I had to go back to that other house, get the food, and go back to the customer. And I said, I'm sorry for the inconvenience, but this is the address that it showed. And they just looked all puzzled, like, why the hell would it show that address? I live here. I don't live there. So that could be another reason why, if your account is under review, that could be another reason why your orders are being marked as never arrived. Because if we are leaving it at the door, DoorDash, get that sugar honey iced tea together. If we are leaving it at the door of the address that we have within the app, and that's not the customer, you setting this up. Get that sugar honey iced tea under wraps. Okay, DoorDash, that is terrible. Have this happened to any of you? What I've been doing as a solution for me, I don't know if it's going to help you, and I'm going to open up the lines. If you have any additional solutions, please call in and share, okay? Because the only thing I got in my mind right now, I know a lot of you are going to say, take a picture, take a picture, take a picture. Yes, but if the customer looks at that picture and they say, that is not my address, then what do you do? So what I've been doing is, whenever I leave it at the door, I text the customer and I ask them, hey, just to verify your address, is it blah, 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 blah? If they don't respond, I tried that part. When I leave it at the door, I call the customer. Hey, I just wanted to make sure that you got your food, or I'm still here. Hey, can you just step outside really quick? I am not by the door. I'm by my car, but I wanted to make sure you got your food. So they've been coming out and yes, I'm the right person, or no, that's not my house. I've been getting a lot of that lately, family. Has this happened to you? Put it in the chat or in the comment section down below. Tell your story, and I'm gonna open up the lines. Let's put my little logo back on the screen. All right. This is the number. I'm gonna put it. It's at the bottom left of your screen. If you wish to call in and give some advice on how to tackle something like this, all right. I'm gonna open up the lines right now, and I hope you guys can. I hope this helps whoever. All right, please. Because this is a situation that got me over here like, oh, so that's why orders never arrived. Okay, that's part of the reason. It's not always the reason. I know there's scammers out there, but that's part of the reason. Again, if you wish to call in, the number is 954-893-2121. If you have any additional advice on what a driver can do to CYA, cover their ASS. You know what I'm saying? If you have any additional advice, call in. The number is 954-893-2121, and we got a caller calling in now. Thank you for calling Breakfast with UDM. Who are we speaking to?
Hi, UDM. This is Blondie. How are you?
I'm pretty good, Blondie. How you doing?
Great.
All right.
Great.
So any additional advice on how to tackle something like this where the app might be giving you the wrong address?
Well, let me start off by telling you what happened to me last week.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the customer, I had an issue because it was raining real hard.
Mm-hmm.
So I was kind of like talking back and forth with the customer. I had to pull over because hell was just like hitting my car.
Mm-hmm.
So when I got to the address, I didn't actually see the address. Like, you know how one number is off, like the last number? I'm like, I don't see that number. So I called her. And when I told her I couldn't find her, her house was like about 4 or 5 houses down. And she was like, well, I think she put something like, find your location, right?
Okay, yeah.
So when they do that, sometimes the location is not accurate. That happened to me 2 or 3 times. One time it was at a hotel, and then it was at a residence the other 2 times. So if they do that, and if they're not paying attention, if they don't go back in and look at that, verify the address, they might not even realize it. But that happened to me on Friday. And when she said that, I was like, okay, now I have to make sure that I'm dropping off at the right location. So what I do after I pick up the food from the restaurant, I send a text. Hi, hello, your order is on the way. I will leave it at your door per your request.
That's before you leave the restaurant.
Yeah, when I'm on the way to the customer house.
Gotcha.
So I have had some customers to say, well, I saw that in there, but I don't want you. You can knock on my door, or they'll text and say, okay, thank you.
Yeah.
But ring the doorbell after you drop it off. So that has helped.
Gotcha.
But now, before I leave a person's house, I kind of hang around to see if they're going to open the door. And if they don't open it right away, what I do is I drive out, but I call them. I always leave a message saying, once I send a picture, hey, have a great day. If they don't respond, at that point, I would just call them to make sure they receive their order.
Got you.
So
well,
that's the best thing to do.
All right. Well,
those steps.
That is definitely some great advice. I wasn't even thinking on that level, so I thank you for that advice as well. When you're on your way to the customer, just send a text message. You heard how she said it. I can't remember exactly how she said it, but send a text message to kind of like verify, hey, I'm on my way to your location. Would you like me to leave it at the door or knock or whatever? Because it says so and so.
I just tell them, I will leave your order. I will leave it at your door per your request.
Gotcha.
So they already know, because a lot of people don't know that they can change that option,
Gotcha.
or they don't even notice it. So a lot of my customers don't know that's a. And another thing I found out, I think what happened is the ones who, when they read that message and they didn't ask me to leave it outside, most of the time they'll open the door when I get there, or they'll meet me outside, because, you know, instead of responding, they just meet me. And I think that's because they didn't realize that, you know, that option was on the app.
Gotcha. Well,
and that worked.
Well, I want to thank you for giving that really good advice, even for me. I didn't, like I said, I did not think about it the way that you just said it. And I'm going to apply it when I go out there and I dash, because that is definitely something. And I know it's not just happening on DoorDash. Okay, this is happening on Uber Eats, is happening on Grubhub. This one is specific about DoorDash because of the ratings. And if customers are not happy or leaving you a 1-star because of you leaving it at the wrong place, or marketing it as orders never delivered, then that could be an issue for you and your Dasher account. That's why this is specifically about DoorDash. Okay, so Blondie H, anything else? Any other thing you want to say to the family before I open the lines back up?
Yes.
Okay.
I always, once I drop that order off, ring the doorbell or knock on the door and walk away, unless they specifically tell me in their app, don't knock on the door, or don't ring, or don't ring the bell, or they say just call when you drive. Other than that, I'm ringing the doorbell, I'm knocking on the door, and I'm walking away. Yeah.
Well, thank you.
All right.
Thank you. Everybody say thank you to Blondie H. You have a good one, Blondie.
You too. Thanks. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye. The lines are open again, family. The number is 954-893-2121. What's up, Valor Stats? What's up, everybody? Christian Novale. Tim CS Medic. Good morning. Thank you for calling Breakfast with UDM. Who are we speaking to?
Ping-a-ling-a-ling.
What's up, Lynn Lucas? How you doing?
I'm doing real good. Well, real quick, I'd like to tell you, I just straight called the customer because I've had it to happen on all three of the platforms that I work the most.
Okay.
And they'll tell me that. But with so far with Grubhub, it's happened a few times. And so what Grubhub was in my corner with, they said, did you go to the address that was in the app? I said, yes,
Right.
I did. And then that's the customer's fault.
Right.
Fine.
Right.
And all and stuff. So, but what to better cover myself, I just before I'm on my way, I'll
Gotcha.
straight call them and verify the address.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right.
And
So,
that way they can tell me wrong, or no, that's not, it's actually blah, blah, blah. Then I'll put it in my GPS independently.
gotcha. All right. Well, thank you. Thank you. I was one of those that would call the customer when I arrive, but maybe it's best to do any kind of contacting the customer before you arrive, because time is money. We ain't got no time to be. I know. We're gonna try to verify, right? We're gonna try to sit around and see if that customer really gets their food. But I feel like calling the customer or getting in contact with the customer is definitely a plus before you arrive, because you just never know what you're gonna walk into. Okay, so yeah. Well, thank you for your contribution, Lynn.
All right. Good day, everybody.
All right. Do you exit? You exit.
Oh, bing-a-ling-a-ling, cowbell ring, booyaka, booyaka.
All right, Lynn. Have a good one, okay? Have a great day. All right, so I'm going to take one more call, family. If you wish to call in, please feel free to do so. The number is at the bottom left of your screen. Just one more call, 954-893-2121. VIO UK, good morning. Coast to coast, good morning. Vaughn 107, good morning. Good morning. Thank you for calling Breakfast with the UDM. Who are we speaking to?
Miss Bonita.
Miss Bonita. Everybody say good morning to Miss Bonita. She's calling in a little bit more. How you doing?
Because I've been experiencing a lot of different things now that I've been dashing a lot more.
Okay.
So my little experience, real quick, was the fact that a customer put in an address, but he didn't put in the actual address. He put in the block. So when I pulled up, he had a number in the suite number, which had the actual address on there. And it said to leave at the door. He was sitting on the porch. I handed it to him, and he was like, oh, thank you. Have a good day. Immediately, as soon as I hit the block again, he had already marked it as not delivered, that he never received his food.
Hey,
so
I'm sorry.
Now,
I'm sorry. I'm going to let you finish, right? But I'm laughing right now because I had a similar situation. I got to put this out real quick. It's going to be a very short story. The address that was in the app was the address for the entire community, and each door had a specific number. And I literally had to call. I had to call the customer, and they weren't answering the phone. All right, not until they got that message that the timer's running out that they actually called me. But I know exactly what you're talking about. Go ahead, Ms. Bonita.
Well, he was slick about it, and I didn't realize that it was the block. And I'm like, I looked at the address thing again. I seen the suite number, and then it had an actual address. So I handed it to him or whatever. Like I said, he marked it as not delivered. So I have to be careful, and everybody else should be careful as well. When they mark on there to leave at my door, but yet they're standing on the porch waiting for you to hand it to them, I actually take a picture, and I let them take it out the bag. Let me let you go ahead and take this out the bag, and I just snap a picture of their hand. Because the customers are really getting slick with this nowadays.
She like, hold up. Leave your hand right there. I can't blame you at all.
The have been crazy lately. And again, with, pulling up to different addresses, sometimes I'll call, sometimes I won't, because where I deliver at, a lot of bouginess, and they don't like to answer the phone. They just like, leave my food and keep moving. Please, go. Bye.
Yep, that is definitely true. That is definitely true.
So Yes, DFAM, please be careful with your deliveries.
All right. I'm definitely going to take that advice of taking pictures of their hand while they reaching in the bag. Yeah, get your food.
Yep.
All right. Have a good
All
one,
right,
Miss
y'all have a
Vanita.
good morning.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, so with that said, family, I hope you guys picked up any additional advice that was important. When I know any one of you that dashes, you don't want to get that that number one, orders never arrived. I know how it makes you feel. I don't want to be blamed when I know I went above and beyond to get your order to you at the right temperature. Some of us, I will say that some of us do some stuff that we ain't got no business doing to make sure that we get that order there on time and at the right temperature. So if we're going above and beyond, to get that food to that customer, and then you end up seeing on your account, orders never arrived, you got a 1. You're like, what the hell? I know it would be very upsetting. I would be upset if I saw that 1 because I'm like, yo, not me. Why? You know what I'm saying? So with these different advices that we got, suggestions that we got this morning from callers, and the one that I offered to, I stand outside. I wait a little bit before I just communicate with the customer as much as I can while I'm there before I leave. If you found any of this advice useful or valuable, please do me a favor and squeeze the life out of that like button, and even share this video wherever you want to share it with other dashers that might be experiencing the same thing in your market. I don't ask you guys to share every video, but this video is an important one because I'm pretty sure a lot of dashers can relate to, especially with the orders never arrived. It has not shown up in my app just yet. But if this is something that's supposed to be rolling out across the nation, drivers should be on their A game, their A+++ game. You know what I'm saying? So squeeze the life out of that like button for me, please, family. And at this time, I want to give a few more shout outs. So if I did not give you a shout out, say what's up in the chat so I can say what's up back to ya. Good morning, Cal Redding. Worm Turner, good morning. E-Man7188, David Carnes. I'm sorry if I ever butcher your name. Please don't hold it against me. Okay? I butcher names on this channel. Monique, good morning. Fleemos, good morning. Monique says, why don't these apps have address verification? I don't know. You asking the wrong person. I don't know. Flemo says, it's in my app now, UDM, so you might not be far behind. Oh, jeez. Damn it. LJ 2014 says, good information today. Thank you, LJ 2014. David Carnes again, good morning. Christian Novale says, when a kid shows up to me, I send a message to them. Grubhub been notified, order has been delivered. That's not a bad idea, sending a message saying, hey, Grubhub has been notified that your order has been delivered. So they're going to think twice about saying that it's not delivered. Maybe. Kyle Redding says, always get a picture of the house number and keep a screenshot of your delivery address. How many of you look like this? I know I do, okay? And this is me trying to get the number and the food on the ground. Wherever I leave the food, I be taking steps back and everything. I know I'm not the only one that look all weird. And I try to do it as quickly as possible because I know neighbors be watching. And they probably be thinking, hey, what that guy doing over there? I don't know that guy. Hey, why that guy at James' house? Who's that guy? I don't want them calling no police and who's that guy taking pictures of my neighbor's house? Like, nah. No. Okay? So do it as quickly as you can and get the heck up out of there. All right? So going back to the chat here, Rich4076 says, ha, me. I need everything in the picture. Right? Shoot. we gotta cover our ASSs, man. All right? Coast to Coast says, I already have my camera open on my way up to the door. Okay. All right. You ahead of the game. That's what's up. All right. Don't you hate those bushes? Oh, man. Don't get me started, okay? So, with that being said, family, good morning to Bruce Rice. Good morning. A-Bar, good morning. I don't want to miss anybody. So, if you did not say what's up and I happen to look over you or pass you, I apologize. That's not my intention, okay? All right, I want to... Melly Main, good morning. You got to record your drop-offs, especially on those suspicious deliveries. Ooh. But how do you know which ones are suspicious? You know? It's like, sometimes going to an area that I think is great and, you know, it's probably even gated or something, you know, those can be an area... That could be an area, too, that everything doggone suspicious. All these customers suspicious. You just never know who is going to do it. Sometimes they look all friendly. They're like, hey, thank you. Thank you for delivering my food in these trying times. Thank you. Hey, he ain't never delivered my food. I want free food. How about that? I was very nice. I should get an A+ for my acting. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, we don't know who to trust. Technically, we can't trust nobody. The only people we can trust is ourselves. Sometimes, and I'm going to put this out there. I mean, I'm for the drivers. But I do know also that there's some drivers that, yo, he ain't doing the right thing. I'm going to report his ASS. Oh, she ain't doing the right thing. I'm going to report her ASS. Oh, I thought they supposed to have the Grubhub bag. That's a violation. Oh, I'm going to get a picture on the low. There's some drivers out here, man, that's out. Listen, man, especially with oversaturation, there's some drivers out here that's out to get you. All right, so make sure you're doing all the right things that you need to do when you go out there to work. All right. So if you just subscribed, I now salute to you and Delivery Fam. You know what time it is. It's about that time for us to do what we do best, and that's exit on the right way. I exited on the wrong way. Oh yeah. What time it is, DFAM? Put it in the chat. It's time to go get your money. Go get it. Like Matt B says, or go get someone else's money. Don't forget what Miss Bonita said. She said, take a picture of their hand while they're reaching in your bag to get their food. No, that's what she do. Okay, if you want to do it, go ahead and do it for yourself. But I think customers are going to look at you weird. Like, what the hell you doing, man? Why you taking a picture of my hand, huh? I know down here, it might not fly. Depends on where I go. Go get your money, people. Have a good one. Drive for yourself and others. Novice Trainer, good morning. All right. And that is the official end of the stream, family. If you wish to support what I do, if you appreciate the content, there's three easy monetary ways to support the channel. Like if you want to spend your money to support the channel, I appreciate it, but there's three easy ways to do that. You can purchase merchandise. Link is in the description down below. You can support the channel by becoming a member. All right, it's a monthly membership. All right, but the link is in the description down below. Or you could donate. If you wish to donate, that's entirely up to you. Those aren't the only ways to support the channel. You could also support the channel by leaving a like on this video, or sharing this video, or just watching the videos. Supporting the channel is not only about the money. You could support the channel each and every which way possible that you feel you're supporting the channel. All right. So if you have supported the channel already, thank you. All right. Which is viewers as well. If you're watching right now, you're supporting the channel. Thank you for watching. All right. And I will see y'all in the next video. Be easy, be safe on the road, drive for yourself and drive for others. And I will see y'all later on tonight. I'm going to be doing a podcast. Before I forget, I'm going to be doing a podcast with a subscriber. They have some ideas on just some ideas on how these apps should, function, or they should do certain things that would make life a lot easier and fair for drivers and for them. All right. So if you wish to be a part of that conversation or to hear what this driver has to say, join us tonight at 10 p.m. All right. I believe their name was E. Draven. If I said the name wrong, I apologize. If it's the wrong person, I apologize. I think it's E. Draven. But go ahead and join me tonight at 10 p.m. for the podcast, and I will see y'all then. All right. Have a good one, y'all.